In less than one term, you have become one of the most recognizable members of Congress. It's not until around 16 that you became really interested in politics and wanting to run. Is that right?
Yeah, I have always supported President Trump. I like the way he talked. He reminded me of most men I know. Men, you know, like my dad or my uncles or just, you know, different men I've known throughout my life. Then we watched Paul Ryan's speakership in a Republican-controlled House, Republican-controlled Senate, and President Trump in the White House.
And they still couldn't get it done for him.
No, they could not get it done. That's what brought me off the bench and made me want to get involved into politics.
You were there for a month.
Yeah.
February of 2021, there was a vote to strip you of your committee assignments.
Yeah, February 4th.
So on February 4th, 2021, when we had this vote, the Republican leadership did not really help you. And then we find a year and a half later, you're very much in demand in the Republican Party. Republican Senate candidates are seeking your endorsement. I know you campaigned with J.D. Vance and Carrie Lake. You haven't changed. What has changed in the Republican Party?
Well, there's two things that speak in politics. Number one is money. That's campaign donations. Number two are people. Campaign donations flooded in. And I became one of the top fundraisers instantly, like that quarter, as a freshman with no committee assignments. And then secondly, voters all over the country were telling all of my colleagues to support me. They found out real quick that they couldn't marginalize me and just expect to send me home in my next primary.
On the first day of President Biden's tenure, you filed impeachment articles over Joe Biden's son, Hunter. And there's 4 additional times where you have sponsored impeachment over different issues. Dereliction of duty related to withdrawal from Afghanistan, endangering the security of the nation due to the border, usurping legislative authority by extending the eviction moratorium, this is during COVID, undermining energy security by releasing oil from the strategic reserves. McCarthy was asked about this week, and he said, I don't see it before me right now. Does that concern you?
I think he just wants to see proof. And so there's so many investigations planned. I think people would be remiss to say, oh, Kevin McCarthy would never do it.
Last year, you had compared masking to the Holocaust. And then after that happened, you went to the Holocaust Museum, you gave a speech about what you saw there.
There are words that I have said and remarks that I've made that I know are offensive. And for that, I want to apologize.
And then after President Biden gave that speech in Philadelphia,
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
You tweeted that Biden is Hitler, and a video of Biden with a Hitler mustache. Is that a reflection of you changing your mind?
How many times has people called President Trump Hitler? How many times have people called Republicans Nazis? 5 or 6 years now, they've been referring to President Trump as Hitler and Nazi.
It happens a lot, yeah.
All the time. So why all of a sudden is it an issue for us to compare, and why am I all of a sudden vilified for that statement?
I'm asking because last year you said...
Again...
Is it different? That's my question. It's like, is it different? Because you had compared masking to the Holocaust, and then, you know, you apologized for that.
You want to push at me about my statements and rhetoric? Let me say this. I have nothing to apologize for, and what we need to focus on is what's affecting the American people.
But it affects the American people when you say that the President of the United States is Hitler.
Well, you tell me. I said what we saw. Okay. It was an image, and it was how he spoke, and he declared... You
mean his image, the image of what Biden looked like that night?
He declared in his speech that basically half of this country was the enemy of the state. That's what Joe Biden said.
Some Republicans, not all Republicans.
Okay, so who's he talking to, me? Biden doesn't care about the American people.
He does. He cares about the American people.
No, he doesn't care about the American people, because if he did, his policies would not be punishing people, and everyone is suffering every single day.
I watched your debate. You were asked if you thought Joe Biden was legitimately elected, and you said he is the President of the United States. Do you think he was legitimately elected?
I think there was a lot of fraud in the election, and there's nothing wrong with the American people, taxpayers, by the way, that pay for the elections. If they want audits. If
And there were
they
three
have every
audits
right.
here. There were three audits
No,
here.
they were hand counts. There were many things that weren't investigated. Coffee County never certified.
But do you
Coffee
think
County,
you know, it's
Coffee
like
County and
you were a
Coffee
member,
County never certified their election.
Okay,
Think
but
about
you
that.
Okay, you are a member of Congress.
Yes, I
Do
objected
you-
on January 6th.
Yeah.
Joe Biden is president.
If you believe that the President of the United States was illegitimately holding that office, wouldn't you want to say so?
This question that you people ask all the time is
people.
like, yes, y'all always ask this stuff and it's so ridiculous. It's absurd. You want to know why it's absurd?
Why?
Joe Biden is the president.
Do you-
No, wake up. Go out there and ask all those people.
I have.
No,
I told you that.
seriously.
Okay, seriously.
Seriously.
No, but seriously, 20% of the country think that he should be forcibly removed. So it's not nothing.
20%
It's not-
of our 300 and whatever
That's a
million
lot of
people
people.
population was not polled. Statistics is garbage. You can make it say whatever you want. And again, that question is so irrelevant. You know what the real question is? Is when is the federal government going to get its act together and stop ruining people's lives? That is the real question. Joe Biden is the president and he is screwing up the country, period.
The Floyd County GOP chair is a big fan of yours. He said that he thought you may run for president one day. Is that something you see for yourself? Is that something you think about?
I don't have any solid plans on anything like that. I look at what is possible, what's attainable, and is it important to do. So I
That
don't
sounds
really
like
have.
questions that you are considering as you consider to run for president.
Well, I never thought I'd be in Congress.